So now we have been talking about the history of WhatsApp, of what WhatsApp is and why does it work. And now it is time for us to turn to more recent history, and I'll give the floor to Talis.
So my duty is to tell you a bit about what we are doing now. And full presentation you will have in your folders, but I would like to tell just few slides. So we are basing our work on the Vilnius Declaration of WhatsApp, where the ministers asked us to implement long-term perspective of the Baltic Sea region, which is our vision document for the time being, and also ministers instructed us to monitor the territorial development of the region. The territorial cohesion perspective, it is the new vision document, which was decided already in Gdańsk that we have to prepare the new vision after 2010, and we have some thoughts how the region should look like in 2030. There are not only actions for ourselves, but there are most actions for other organizations, because we understood that it is not possible for WhatsApp alone to achieve the long-term perspective what we think. So we decided to team up with other organizations, other projects and sectors. Now when we are evaluating after the first 5 years how we have been implemented WhatsApp long-term perspective, then the first sort of main conclusion was that maritime spatial planning, this new topic, has been quite a large achievement, and Jacek will mention it also in his presentation after the coffee break. So just to tell that, as Jacek said, we were quite before the European Commission ideas about maritime spatial planning. We had this joint Helcom WhatsApp working group established in 2010, and this creation of the working group actually is also something unique, because for the first time two organizations with different style of work, with different attitude and knowledge, have managed to create one common working group and work on a common issue on maritime spatial planning. And I still remember how we prepared the MSP working group. Here I'm looking to Sten, who was one of the initiators of this work. It was not so easy to start two organizations to work together, but it happened. We supported the education of professionals on this topic, on maritime spatial planning, and also supported a number of pilot initiatives which have created pilot plans of some territories, have produced visions of the sea region. Recently, the last project was about multi-level governance, about how to involve different actors which are working on a sea into the spatial planning activities. For them it was something new, and for us as well it was something very interesting to work with these sectors which are dealing with maritime issues. Recently, in June, we had quite a large conference where we brought together all the actors, not only planners, but researchers, civil servants, private companies working in a sea, and not only from our region, but we were trying to build on experiences from other regions and created this kind of Baltic Maritime Spatial Planning Forum. And we very much hope that this will become kind of a tradition, regular meeting of professionals dealing with maritime spatial planning issues. The second, which is new, relatively new, is our role in this macro-regional European Union strategy for the Baltic Sea region. We are horizontal action leaders, and it means that we can promote spatial planning also to other sectors dealing with another initiatives. It gives us more strengths and more possibility for the dissemination of our work. Third is about transport activities and related activities related to accessibility of the region. We have made a comparison between our long-term perspective transport corridors and recent TEN-T proposal of the EU and commented on TEN-T new activities. We have supported a number of projects which are trying to implement these corridor initiatives. For example, Rail Baltica corridor project and number of other projects which are in the field of accessibility of the region. And other issues about the monitoring of spatial development of the region. We initiated ESPON project, Baltic Sea Region Territorial Monitoring, where also some of you participated, and one outcome of this project was analysis of territorial divides. We looked at the first sort of map from 90s, what was the territorial divides, and analyzed how it has changed until now. And here you can see that quite a lot, of course, has changed, especially in this east-west gap has diminished, but north-south and urban-rural gap, unfortunately, is growing further still. Another output of this project was creation of quite a good database, analysis, different maps, and these are electronically accessible in a specific website, and this is very relevant for the planners, and we very much hope that this will be sort of ongoing and updating project, and I know that ESPON is trying to take it over and continue within the part of the territorial monitoring of the whole European Union. We have had discussions on demographic trends in the region, on urban-rural partnerships, where we concluded that, well, we have to work on specific cases to promote these urban-rural partnerships. We are trying to facilitate different project initiatives. And last but not least, also in the map of Pan-Baltic organizations, we have a bit changing role. Since 2010, we have more clear status within Council of the Baltic Sea States. We have the status of CBSS Intergovernmental Network. We constantly are having meetings with, for example, organizations of maritime competence, where we also participate in different presentations like panel discussions in European Maritime Days. We participate in regional transport advisory board initiatives. We are part of Bonus advisory board and others. So quite broad scale of different activities, and all of them you can read in the newest progress report, which is distributed to you. And also looking forward to questions and comments on the future role of VASA, what it could be based on your experience and your knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. So now we heard an overview of what WASAB is today, what WASAB is doing right now. Do you have any questions, comments, ideas about this? As said earlier, we welcome any kind of ideas from you.
I have no question or comment, but mostly I appreciate that the WASA work further so quickly. But I would like to change tie on the head of Secretariat, Tallis. I think you should have a much more convenient tie from the first time.
The famous green tie.
With a map of the pearls in the document from 1994, you know. So some of the ties been spread around. I know that Gdansk Secretariat, Jacek and Jan Kolakowski have one, but I think you don't have one. So I've saved it for 20 years to have the opportunity to give it to you now.
Thank you.
For the good presentation and the continuing work. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can tell you also our secret. We were preparing new ties for this event, but something went wrong, and we will send each of you the new tie or scarf of WASAB Corporation.